The following podcast is rated D for dumb. You're listening to Dumbing It Down with Dave, the fastest podcast on earth. Listen to Dave commute to and from work on the New York State Thruway in his 2008 Kia Rio LX. He talks about pragmatism, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Join Dave as he asks and tells you how life ought to be. And now, here's Dave.
Hey everybody, good day. Hello, Dave Canyon here. Are you ready to dumb it down? All right, excellent, nice, powerful, resounding support. Yes, applause, cheer. That's all good, fantastic. Hello everybody, welcome to the Dumbcast. Welcome to Dumbing It Down with Dave. How did you dumb your way here? How did you do it? Well, I don't know, but I appreciate it. Welcome to my Dumbcast in my porta potty. Yes, it's not a Kia Rio, as Alex Exum from the Exum Experience says in the intro. We have changed vehicles, but the show remains the same. In any car that I'm in, it'll always be a Dumbcast. And by the way, it's the #1 Dumbcast in the world. Yes, I am totally standing by that. It's nice to say it. It's nice to hear it. It's nice to post it. And feel free to put that in your brain somewhere. Park it in a locker, on the bench. Put it in your bag. Put it on your hat. Put it on your T-shirt. Hey, get a tattoo. For all I care, put a tattoo. Whether it's a physical tattoo on your body or, a spiritual, mental tattoo somewhere in your cerebellum or your medulla or one of those things. Hey, look at that. I know cerebellum and medulla. Medulla? What is that? Is that like a drink? I'll have a medulla. Yeah, the #1 Dumbcast in the world. And really, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see how anybody can contest this. I'm the #1 Carcast. It's great. So, and I am the #1 Dumbcast on my way to Podcast Movement 2018. I am on the New York State Thruway. It is, Monday, July 23. It is 6:13 in the morning. It is raining really hard on the New York State Thruway. I'm just south of New Paltz, New York. Raining. The roads are, of course, wet, but they're light. The traffic isn't heavy yet. It's still early, 6:13 in the morning. I would have liked to have been an hour down the road, but of course, not only am I the #1 Dumbcaster in the world. Oh yeah, I just realized that. Not only is this the #1 Dumbcast, I'm the #1 Dumbcaster in the world. Wow. Well, thank you, folks. Thank you. Thanks for helping me out. That's really great. I couldn't be the #1 Dumbcaster of the #1 Dumbcast without you. So I really appreciate your help. And thanks for playing along. I know it's a lot of fun for me. I don't know if it's fun for you, but it's fun for me to say that. And it fits appropriately with everything about Dave Canyon, as I talk about myself in the third person, because my wife is always saying to me, boy, you love to pat yourself on the back. Boy, you really love to congratulate yourself. And I said, you know what? In the last 5 or 10 years, more than ever before. I wasn't like this years ago. But after a while, when you get tired of getting looked over, passed over, looked past, all that stuff, not being recognized, those great success stories. Oh yeah, Dave, we've been noticing what a hard worker you are, what a great truck driver you are, what a great stand-up comedian you are, what a great actor you are. Oh, we really noticed the hard work you are. Hello, son. You've been my son for 50 years, and I really appreciate the hard work of what you do for me. Even though I don't pay you, I'm really going to reward you. I don't get acknowledged or recognized by anybody in my world. So, maybe even my wife, she does. She says nice things to me. But I always play this game like, hey, you like that sandwich? Good husband, huh? I'm a good husband. Look, I made you that Dagwood Bumstead special, which just aged me completely. Some of you are going, what? Yeah, I made a Dagwood Bumstead. Is it Dumpstead or Wow, I hope it's Dumpstead. No, it's Bumstead. Pretty sure. That'd be great. Hey, Hey guys, I'm the number one dumbcaster in the world. I'm the number one dumbcaster. If I ever open up a sandwich shop, I'm going to have a sandwich called the Dagwood Dumpstead. Anyway, so yeah, I do that. I pat myself on the back. I toot my own horn. I have to, because if I go with this whole, modest, calm, and I'm not bragging about anything. I'm pointing out, hey, this is pretty good what I did. So I do that with my wife. I play this game. I'm always saying, hey, pretty good husband, huh? Look at that. Did you like that foot massage I just gave you for a half hour while we were watching the Housewives of Moronville, whatever? Yeah, that was me that gave you that massage when your eyes rolled back in your head and you fell asleep. Yeah, that was me. I made that cup of coffee. Yeah, I did all that. Yeah, I did all that. Yeah, I'm the one that worked overtime. I'm the one that's doing all these different things. Yeah, I do that. But all that being said and done, folks, all that being said and done, I'm going to do something on this Dumbcast that I've never done before. I'm not even sure it's a good idea. I'm not really a fan of it that much when I hear other shows doing it. And I'm going to try to do it while I'm driving, of course, because I didn't have time for show prep. By the way, I'm on 2 hours of sleep right now. Big surprise, right? Yeah, because I worked overtime Saturday into Sunday morning. If you can visualize that, I worked overtime an extra day. So that was my 5th day of the week. Saturday into Sunday. I didn't do a 14, 15-hour day. It was like a 11, 12-hour day. But nonetheless, I worked. Could have stayed home Saturday morning, and got some sleep and got ready for podcast movement when I woke up sometime Saturday. But no, I went to sleep and then I woke up and went to work so I could make a little extra money, because I got France in my future. For those of you that may not know or may have forgotten, I'm taking my wife to France. By the way, pat on the back. So, I got to work, and I got other things to pay for. I got podcast costs that I hope to incur. I hope to get equipment. I haven't worked overtime really since like January or February, like late February. No, early February. I haven't worked my normal 2 or 3 weeks out of 4 every month. I usually work that hard, but I've really taken a break. So I got costs. I got expenses. That's what I got. I got expenses. So, so I work. So now I'm home Sunday morning. I'm exhausted. I'm totally exhausted. And what do? Well, my wife contacts me and says, hey, I'm getting out of the gym. She's going to the gym lately. I'm getting out of the gym. And I'm like, oh, you hungry? She goes, I'm famished. I go, you want to go to lunch? Yep. So guess what? I just had lunch with a truck driving buddy of mine, who maybe I'll mention later in the show. No, I do it now because I'll forget if I don't mention it now. So, I got another fan of the show, Dumbing It Down with Dave, and it's a surprise to me. I can't mention his name because I know he doesn't want his name mentioned, but I'm going to thank him right here. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for... it's somebody I've known for a while, but I never expected him to listen to my Dumbcast. I never really told him. He knew about it. I just never hey, when are you going to listen? I don't push the issue. I just let it go. He came to it in his own way, in his own time. Took him a couple of years, but he came to it in his own way, his own time, and he's been listening to it, and he's been laughing and enjoying it, and he told me so, and he's had some criticisms, he's had some questions, and it's been delightful to talk to him about it, because he's one of my closest, dearest, and friends. So there you go. I got another listener, and this is one of those listeners where I go, oh, so you're one of the guys that not that those other guys I don't want to, but when it's a close personal friend and you get acknowledged. And by the way, only really the second one out of all the friends that I had prior to the show. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Those friends that you have, your friends, the ones that you had prior to the enterprise that you took on before your big adventure. The ones that were always there, with this and that, and all of a sudden you do this big thing, like for me, this podcast, or when I used to run, and I used to run half marathons and all that stuff, and I was on my way to marathons and triathlons and all that. And I was doing stand-up comedy and all this other stuff, and I couldn't get any of them to support me. They just wouldn't say hello. Like, hey, I saw this thing you're doing. Wow. Hey, I'm on Facebook 25 hours a day, and I notice that you're posting stuff about this new adventure. Anyway, I've beat this dead horse dead to a pulp many times on this show. But so I got a new listener, so I'm not going to say his name. I know he doesn't want that, so we'll just refer to him as the person whose name I won't mention. But thank you very much. I appreciate you listening, and it's good to talk to you about it. And nice to have breakfast with you the other day, and keep on listening. Do what you got to do. Do what you can do. I really appreciate it. So there you go. I got a listener. So where was I going with all this? Yeah. So my wife says. So I had breakfast with him. I had a nice breakfast. By the way, did you know if you go to Friendly's, now he's going to laugh. You know, if you go to Friendly's, the ice cream place, they serve breakfast. You know that? And if you go there Monday through Friday, there's only 3 Friendly's, I think, left in the greater Albany area. But there used to be a couple where I live, and they're all gone. But I paid, let's say with the tip, $30 for 2 of us to have breakfast. Do you realize if you go to, and there's not a sponsor, if you go to Friendly's Monday through Friday, like whatever, 7 to 9 in the morning, it's half price. It's 50% off. The same meal. I could have gotten this $30 meal with the tip. Could have done it for $15. It was a decent breakfast. What did I get? Yeah, I got the 3 eggs, the 2 eggs, pancakes, the sausage, cup of coffee, and I ordered extra toast. I didn't get any toast. 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, 2 sausages. I ordered a toast on the side for like $1, whatever, and I got a coffee. And he got whatever he got. I can't remember, pancakes, eggs, or whatever. I don't know. But $30 with the tip. 50% off. That's pretty damn good. I'm impressed by that number. Is IHOP doing, or IHOB, are they doing 50% off? I don't know if even Waffle House is doing 50% off. Okay, anyway, so I had breakfast after work Sunday morning, and then, an hour or so later, I'm down in my area, and my wife says, hey, I'm getting out of the gym. And I'm like, oh, what do you want to do? You want to eat? She goes, yes, I'd love to. So we ended up going to a diner, and I had another breakfast. Maybe technically it was a brunch or whatever. I don't know. So we ate, and that was good. But so, was there a point to all this? Yeah, if there was one, I think I forgot it. Doesn't matter. But here's the gist of the show. Here's what I'm going to do. All right? I've been patting myself on the back. Number 1 Dumbcast. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, I can do this. Number 1 Dumbcast. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Number 1 Dumbcast and Parcast. Thank you. All right. Settle down. Settle down. Okay, good. But now I'm going to thank you. I'm going to thank you. I'm going to thank you. And hopefully I can do this while I'm driving. And I have it all set up. I'm going to thank you by, first of all, just by saying thank you, right? Is that enough? I think that's enough. You say you're welcome or not, and we're done, right? But let's do this. I've been getting a lot of comments lately. I remember when the show was new. Like, nobody would comment. Nobody. Then I forced my buddy Mark, sort of, by guilt, to friendship by guilt or whatever you want to call it. And he wrote me my first email, which is like episode 11 or episode 12. I got an email. And he started commenting. So I haven't always agreed with his comments. And sometimes it's been a point of contention in our relationship and in our phone calls, which I can't talk to him anymore really when I'm at work because we have a big headset rule. No talking. No outside contact. So here's what I'm going to do. I have it all set up. I'm going to read some of your comments. We'll go back like 4 or 5 episodes. Let's see how much time I can do it. I've already been babbling for 14 and a half minutes. Oh, you know what we'll do? Okay, 14 and a half minutes. We'll take a breather, and then it would have been like 15 some odd minutes. And then we'll have another 15 minutes before the half hour. And then if I haven't done all the comments, we'll go to 40 minutes. We'll do a nice little show, and I'll read your comments. Because otherwise, the only way you see them is you'd have to go to the Spreaker app. You have to go to the app, or you have to go to the website to see the comments. And not everybody, as far as I know, gets notified when there's a comment on your comment, or And the way they do it is on Spreaker. That's one of the problems I have. And I'm going to mention this when I get down to Philadelphia, is that we got to do something about the comment section. The way it's laid out, it's kind of archaic. Yeah, archaic. Yeah, I use that word, archaic. What does that mean? Arcade-like. It's arcade-like a game. No, it's archaic. It's old. It needs to be modernized a little bit. So anyway, yeah, archaic. So let's do that. Let's do a breather. Man, why? When I'm at work, I feel so much better, but I'm in the car. I haven't had the air conditioning on because I don't know what that sounds like. So I'm using my earbuds, folks. I hope it sounds good. I got my earbuds, and of course I'm holding the earbuds up a little bit, so I'm talking into the mic, and it's not rubbing against my shirt. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm handling it too much. All right, let's take 3 deep breaths. You know how it goes. This is called a breather, folks. We're taking a breather. In lieu of a commercial announcement, we take a breather. Take a break. Just a break. You know how everybody's, we'll be right back after this break. Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes they do a commercial. You know, Blue Apron or Audible or, blah, blah, blah.com. I don't have any of that. But I do have some mindfulness. This is a little bit of mindfulness. Dave Canyon is Dumbing It Down with Dave, right? #1 dumbcast in the world. Pragmatism, common sense, mindfulness, truth, happiness, and the search for it all. Also the fastest dumbcast on earth. But, you know, I'm adding common sense and I'm adding mindfulness to it. And taking a breather is a mindful thing to do. Don't underestimate the power of the breath. You'll appreciate it when you don't have it anymore. You go, oh, gee, You wish you had some air. You wish you had the ability to breathe. All right, here we go. 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Each breath, hopefully a little bit deeper than the one before. And when you inhale, hold it at the top. You know what that means, right? You go inhale, hold it, and then exhale through the mouth. You can be as loud as you want, folks. You can be as loud as you want. There's no reason to be quiet about this. You're on a bus, wherever you are, you're in a cubicle at work, just, you know, hey, a lot of people walk away from their job to have a cigarette. How great would it be for you to say, you know what, I don't need to walk away from my job and have a cigarette. I'm going to sit right here at my desk, in my car, on the bus, at home, and I'm just going to take 3 deep breaths. 3. 3 is the magic number. Here we go. Go. I got to tell you, I'm feeling better and better. Every time I do this, I'm getting better and better. I hope you're getting better. You okay? Don't get dizzy. We got 2 more to go. Go. Oh, yeah. Really good. All right, I'm going to let go of my iPod a little bit. I'm going to hold on to the steering wheel with 2 hands and do this last one. Maybe that helps me a little bit when I have 2 hands on the wheel. Ready? 3rd one. Real deep. Hold it. Make it hurt. And then let it go. Go. Wow. Wow, my rib cage, I just went from an extra, extra large to an extra, extra, extra large and a half. Wow, that was some expansion of the rib cage. I wish I could show you what it looks like or what it feels like, but that was good. All right, that was a breather. That breather was brought to you by air. Anywhere in the world that's air, you should breathe it, especially if it's free and if it's clean. If you're my buddy Nick, I hope you don't mind me mentioning your name. I didn't tell you I was going to do this. If you're my buddy Nick in Southern California, you might want to wear a mask. You might want to wear one of those masks, like a surgical mask. Got a little pollution situation out there. You got fires all over the West Coast. Everything's on fire. We're on fire! Mayday, Mayday! We're on fire! Yeah, a lot of fires out west. The whole planet is burning up. Thank God we have the #1 dumbcast to get you through this horrible time in your life. Good that you turned to me. Dumbing It Down with Dave. Dave Canyon of Dumbing It Down with Dave. All right, let's get on with this. Let's dumb it up a little bit. You want to dumb it up? All right, let's see if I can do this without screwing up. I got the phone in the phone holder on my windshield of my 2009 Honda Fit on the New York State Thruway, Monday, July 23rd, 6:30 in the morning. And let's hit the button here and see if we can see some comments. We're going to go straight. Well, I just hit the button. I hope I didn't screw up the phone. I hope it's still recording. And that'll make me happy. All right, episode 94 was called 3 Injustices, right? You won't believe. All right, so this is so appropriate. I've been patting myself on the back. Now I'm going to pat you on the back, and I'm going to salute you and thank you. Linda Irwin, one of my early podcast buddies, one of my early podcast friends. I don't remember exactly how we met. I think I said hello to her, or she said hello to me. Like we were both listening to Spreaker Live on Wednesdays with Rob Greenlee and Alex Exum, and one of us said hello to the other person. I think probably she commented, and I saw her comment, and I liked her thing. She has a show called Awesome Insanity Surfers. Awesome Insanity Surfers. It's a great name for a podcast. And Linda Irwin is, I think, the co-founder, co-creator, co-writer, but she's like the heart and soul and the wheel and the hub and the spokes and the rim, I think, of Awesome Insanity Surfers. So for those of you that don't know, well, what is that, Dave? It's a podcast. It's usually about a half hour long. And I think it's sometimes shorter. Doesn't really matter what the length is. And it's a skit show. And she's a lot of the characters. And she's a lot of the writing. And is an incredibly talented woman. Very generous. And friendly. Just all-around good person. Very mindful. Free-spirited a person who lives in some remote part of the United States. I think it's in Iowa. It's really a beautiful kind of an area when she's not snowed in under 30 feet and when she's not burning up in 110 degree weather and she's not getting tornadoed, monsooned, and hurricaned or whatever goes on. She's like in a really beautiful area as long as nothing horrible is happening. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see that in the brochure. I don't think you're going to see that. Hey, come live in wherever she lives. I forgot the name of the town. She's told me like 100 times, and I always forget. I could find it on a map, I think, because she lives south of this lake. She lives like right south of this lake, and it's really a beautiful area. As long as nothing is horrible is happening where she lives, it's a great place to live. But otherwise, I think she spends most of the year trying to stay alive. Dave, that sounds horrible. Yeah, well, it's interesting that I talk like this while I'm talking about Awesome Insanity Surfers because I got to tell you, in all honesty, and I've said this before, I'm going to spend too much time on her now, but she's so worth it because she's so wonderful. Not only to me, she's wonderful to many other podcasters. Her show, Awesome Insanity Surfers, is a comedy sketch comedy show. And I'm going to be very honest with you. I listen to it all the time, but I don't listen to it and start rolling on the floor laughing out loud. It's not that type of show to me. And my buddy Mark says, "Boy, Dave, every time you give her praise, it's like you give her 10 pounds of praise and you take back 9 pounds." No, I'm saying it's a show that you have to pay attention to. She's got these interesting characters. She's got really interesting premises. Premises are really hard to come by. Good premises. She's got some regular bits of Space Case and Myth Manglers, and she's got like these, like on Saturday Night Live, they got these designated bits, and she changes them, every show. I don't know how she writes this. I don't know what she does as far as drugs. No, I don't think she does any drugs. I don't know how high she gets. I don't know how much she drinks. I don't even know her mental status. She seems to be normal when I've spoken to her, when we contact each other, and when she comments. She seems to be very normal. And it's hard to imagine how Awesome Insanity Surfers comes from her normal, sweet head. But anyway, so I don't laugh out loud. I've chuckled many times, but you really got to pay attention because it's science fiction, and sometimes I know I'm an idiot. I got to be the dumbest person in the world. Sometimes I go, wait a minute, is this true? Not the characters, but like the information. I go, wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. She's talking about NASA. Is that true? That sounds pretty true. And then they have a conversation about it. I spend a lot of time going, wait a minute. What did she just say? And then, so I miss out, but, on the funny stuff. But it's a very well written, very well produced, very well creative. It's all great. I don't sit there rolling on the floor laughing out loud, but I totally appreciate everything she does. If you like Monty Python, you might like this. If you like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which I do, you might like this. I do like this, and I listen to it. And she got some interesting characters on there. They're all interesting, every one of them. Beatrice Bottomsides and Clyde Noodlesmith, Frank Miller, Zartran. It's still taking me a long time to remember the characters' names because I'm not good at that. Memory, and as soon as you get an accent, she does a lot of AI stuff, artificial intelligence. Yeah, I don't know there's a show, podcast in the world that does as much AI as she does. Wow, I'm really going on and on about it. But anyway, thank you, Linda. I just did a review. I just gave you, I don't know how many minutes of this review. But, all right, so she comments on my show all the time. Awesome Insanity Surfers. Look it up on Spreaker and iTunes, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. So Linda wrote, I was talking about episode 94 about where do you listen, and I said a lot of things. By the way, folks, don't be offended or so that if you talk to me, I go, what episode was that? I don't know what I say half the time. I don't memorize this stuff. So, and that's going to be a recurring theme. Linda Irwin wrote, I'm at the end of the kitchen at my work site, listening through my desktop and hearing it through headphones. There you go. We were talking about how do you listen to the show. So that's where she is. Let me see some other Linda Irwin comments on episode 94. I do not belong to, I was talking about religion, which I often do. I do not belong to any orthodox religious group of any kind. There are good parts of all, and I take from those. See? That's good. That's her good spirit. She takes the good parts of all, and from those, and she makes it hers. Okay. I just mangled that one up. I would also prefer not to have to honor holidays, but the family makes it necessary. Yeah, Linda and I somehow agree on some of this stuff. I actually make my own cards for birthdays and anniversaries. Yeah, this freaking Hallmark with that $6.50 for a piece of cardboard. Dear Mom, happy birthday. Love you. $6.50. Get out of here. We got to put Hallmark out of business. There's two things in my lifetime that I like. I mean, it's a really horrible thing to say, right? Because people lose their jobs. Ugh. All right, I take it back. I don't want Hallmark to go out of business. I do want the English royalty to be done. No more kings and queens. No more princes and princesses. That's a book. That's a fairy tale. We can't have this be for real. Are we really going to do this in 2019, 2018? We're going to continue on with this princess and prince and kings and queens? Really? Holy cow. Anyway, yeah, so I was about to say I wanted Hallmark to go out of business, but then that means, a lot of people lose their job. Well, we got to find a way. So, all right, we'll phase it out like cigarettes. Stop smoking. You all don't have to make your own cards, but, little by little, let's sort of mute the Hallmark $6.50 card industry. Oh, yeah, stupid cards. All right, what else? I was talking about when somebody complains. She wrote, actually, teenage boys were the ones that trolled me off of VidLee because they did not like what I had to say either. Yeah. She had a situation there with these teenage kids. They were jackals. They were hyenas. Whatever. So there's other ways of posting her videos, and she'll find it. All right, Doug Salamone. I'm going to see him in a couple of hours. He just went to sleep before I went to sleep this morning. So I said to him, I'll see you Tuesday. And he said, well, you're not coming on Monday? I said, no, you're not going to wake up because he was up all night. He's one of those late birds. So I got a feeling he's going to be a bad influence on me. Doug Salamone, by the way, Salamone. He's got like 6 different podcasts on Spreaker. So check him out, Doug Salamone. He wrote, yep, you got the pronunciation correct. Look at me, big shot with the pronunciation. Doug Salamone. Doug Salamone says, I love all the holidays. All right, good, Doug. I especially love Christmas. There you go. Then he asked me, what's a coda? I sent him a message. CODA, C-O-D-A, Children of Deaf Adults, or Child of Deaf Adults. No, I think it's children of deaf adults. All right. And Doug Salamone wrote, my last speeding ticket was back in 2006 from a New York State trooper. They are not very forgiving. That's right. That's right. All right, what else did he? Oh, I was talking about my job and the cameras and my buddy getting written up for doing something that he, being a truck driver, avoiding an accident. Whew. He wrote, it's almost time for a drink break. I got juice this morning, by the way. Think about what you're going to drink. We'll do a drink break, all right? The company doesn't want its employees to think for themselves and use their best judgment. This is just a controlling mechanism, probably suggested by some consulting company to satisfy shareholder concern. There you go, Doug, right on it. And if you want more of that insightful knowledge, you'll check out Doug Salamone, and he's got like 6 different podcasts. I don't have a show prep, but just look him up. He's got like 5 or 6 different shows. Me Against the World, I think, is one of them. That's the one I remember because that's how I feel. Don't you feel like it's you against the world? Well, that's one of the names of his shows. All right, Gail Nobles. Gail Nobles. I got to be honest, Gail. No, I did listen to a couple of your shows. I even commented. Yeah, she does like some music stuff. I think she's another lady that does several different shows on Spreaker. All right, anyway, she wrote to me for episode 94 in the comment section. It's great that you can do I just hit a bump. It's on my eyeballs. It's great that you can do it all yourself with your podcast. There are people that feel threatened by that. Oh, yeah, that's in response to somebody complained about me. Yay. Was that episode 94? No, that was 3 Injustices. Oh, yeah, that was one of the Injustices. Yeah, I brought it back. I did do episode 93. Somebody complained about me. Yeah, yay. And then I mentioned it again. Now I'm remembering. Okay. So Gail Nobles wrote, it's great that you can do it all yourself with your podcast. There are people that feel threatened by that. Oh, thank you, Gail. Very good. All right, Gail Nobles again. That's why it can be hard to do things with other folks sometimes. So it's good you can just depend on you. Yes. However, with the right people, you can do more. Look at Gail. Right at the she got me. Like, so I was like, yeah, I like being alone. It simplifies my logistics. And then at the end she writes, however, I know Gail is not a Jewish old lady, but I'm going to say it like a Jewish old lady. However, with the right people, I'm just saying, you can do more. You can do more, my little darling David. I know what Gail sounds like. I've heard her talk. I would love for her to try to be a Jewish woman. Gail, you should do that on your podcast. You just talk like a Jewish woman. That'd be funny. I would laugh. I would think it's sweet. Gail's a sweet lady, and she does a great podcast. She has a lot of musical knowledge. I hope she does more. I hope she keeps on going. And I would love to meet Gail one day. One day we'll meet. One day we all shall meet. All right. Now we're getting a little serious now with Gail. When the world gets through, this is more Gail Nobles commenting, episode 94. When the world gets... I should be wearing my glasses, by the way, but I can't drive and wear my reading glasses. Dave, how about you don't drive and read? How about you don't drive and read in Dumbcast? Yeah, I know. All right, sorry. Sue me. When the world gets through letting you down, you'll believe in something. If not God, the one that causes you to live and breathe. It will be a done deal. If we caused ourselves to be here to live, then I do believe we wouldn't need God then. If we caused, this is what she wrote, I'm not editing it, if we caused ourselves to be here to live, then I do believe we wouldn't need God then. So I think I went on a little bit of an anti-religious rant, right? Sorry, Gail. I hope I didn't offend you. I don't think I did. I think Gail is a better person than that and smarter than that. Or maybe not, but she doesn't seem to be writing in the same way that person complained about my show. And that makes some sense. All right. Yeah. If we caused ourselves to be here to live, then I do believe we wouldn't need God then. All right. There you go. I got it, Gail. I got it. I think we all do. And I think this is the last comment. Yeah. 15 comments. I don't know what my record is for comments. I got 15. I fear the God that put the breath in me. Okay. I fear the God that put the breath in me. I get that. If I don't serve him and live for him, I know for a fact he can snatch the breath out of my body. We are not our own, but we can do what we please, but we'll have to answer to God still in the end. Whether we believe it or not, in the end, every knee shall bow. All right, I'm not going to repeat that, but that was beautiful, Gail. That was beautiful. If you want to see that for yourself, go to the episode 94 comment section. And feel free to contact Gail and say how wonderful that was. And when you wrote that, it was beautiful. Even if you're not religious like me, there's some beautiful writing there. Doug, Gail, Linda, thank you. Episode 94 comments. All right, let me go back to the studio. Hopefully it's still recording.
The following.
Yeah, it's still recording. Yay. Wow, 36 minutes. I thought it said 16. I was about to get all bummed out. Like, oh, man, it didn't work. I really got to wear glasses when I drive for reading. What? Yeah, I really got to wear glasses while I drive for reading. All right, let's take a quick drink break. Drink. It's a drinking game. I'm having juice. I'm having green juice. Let me shake it up. I got ice cubes in here. Oh, man, this is so delicious and healthy. Yeah, keep lying. I wish it wasn't my nose that would grow when I would lie. You know what I mean? Guys, over 50, I wish it wasn't my nose that would grow when I lie. All right, just take a quick drink, a little swig of your beverage. Whatever is your beverage of choice. Coffee, tea, or me. For me, it's green, the mean green drink. Oh, my God, my voice is so high-pitched and nasally. Here we go. Take a sip. Go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's healthy. That's healthy. Kale, lemon, apples, carrots, celery, ginger, all in a blender. Delicious. Yeah, keep on telling yourself that. All right. Let's go back in a couple more minutes. I took a long time on episode 94. A lot of time on Linda, but she's worth it. All right, how do I do this? Hit done. Slide over. Episode number 93. You don't have to yell, Dave. You only have like 8 minutes left. Someone complained about this show. Yay. All right, let's go to the comment section. And we have 21 comments. All right, this time, am I going to start from the bottom? No, let's start. Okay, let's start from the bottom. Doug Salamone. The show sounds great. Thank you. Doug Salamone. The Dewey Decimal System Thruway. Yeah, because I think I referred to it as the Governor E. Dewey Thruway or something like that. So he wrote the Dewey Decimal System Thruway. There you go. Doug with the humor. Doug Salamone. Guitar Center has gone downhill. They used to be great back in the 90s. Yeah. So, Guitar Center. I spoke about Guitar Center. I had a negative experience. Positive experience at the Apple Store. Doug Salamone. The earbuds sound really good. Thank you, Doug. Great job. I like the comments. I like the compliments. That's what I like. And then I wrote a comment, actually, to Doug and... let me see. Oh, another Doug Salamone. Boy, look at Doug monopolizing the whole comment section here. I'm still listening. I got through half and going to finish the rest now. Good stuff. PM18 in 2 weeks. Yay! There we go. What else? Alex Exum. Whoa! Alex Exum. Dude! Oh, I want to do the Alex impression. I can't do it now. Dude! I thought I sent you the new intro. That's not his voice. That's a horrible impression. Let me look through my archive. I know I have it somewhere here. Also, I should pound I wish I had a desk to pound. I got to pound a desk. Also, Guitar Center sucks. Don't ever go there for podcasting advice, bro. They're a bunch of minimum wage wannabe rock stars. Everyone has a horrible experience there. By the way, the mic sounds great. Yay! By the way, number one Dumbcast, number one worst Alex Exum impression. I wish I could do impressions. All right, Gail Nobles. There's nothing wrong with the intro. Yeah, thank you, Gail. Gail Nobles, again, do things your way. There is nothing wrong with your show. Don't let folks make you stop. You have listeners. However, again, with the however, Gail. I'm going to do it like a Jewish lady. A Southern Jewish lady. However, that's pretty good. However, if you want to be better, you can. That's still not good. That's a Southern Jewish woman. Gail Nobles, you do things in a very unique way. A lot of folks do things in their car now. Hey now, Gail, what are you saying? That's not what she's saying. Technology got it like that. And then she gave me some characters here. I got a couple pictures here of a microphone and I don't know what. I can't see. I don't have my driving reading glasses on. All right, you do things in a very unique way. A lot of folks do things in their car now. Yeah, Gail, I know. You know what I'm saying? All right. Gail Nobles, I've heard old recordings. There is noise, and people still listen. We are taught that we can't have mistakes, but we are also taught we are not perfect. Forget it. Forget it all and do your thing. Let us hear you drive on the road. I like the sound. Podcast Dave in capital letters. Wow. Gail Nobles calling me Podcast Dave. I like that, Gail. I'm Podcast Dave. Yee. All right, we got to finish this up. Experiment. Gail Nobles says experiment. Folks will shut up after a while after they see you going to do what you going to do. I love Gail Nobles. She's good. You are climbing and making it. You are doing something. Folks that criticize will criticize, but Dave must podcast. Yeah, Gail. I love it. Linda Irwin. Sounds better. Linda Irwin. I am drinking coffee. Linda Irwin. Your episodes are fine in my opinion. People got so offended by my videos that I was chased off of YouTube and Vidly. Wow. Linda Irwin offending people. I got to see what that's all about. Linda Irwin. My attitude in general is, if you do not like something, just pass it by. Unless copyright is infringed or libel ensues, then it is the time to complain. Okay, gotcha, Linda. Linda Irwin. I don't even have access to my iTunes. Yeah, we got to work on that, Linda. I don't understand that. Backroom Studios. This is my co-host, Bex, from the Not So Kosher podcast, which I'm co-hosting lately. You're slaying it, Dave. Thank you, Bex. Bex, Backroom Studios again. Oh, and Guitar Center, GC. She wrote GC. You know, it's funny when you write these abbreviations, I don't always remember what I talked about, and then you abbreviate what I don't remember what I talked about. GC, Guitar Center, is a bunch of idiots, agreed, and such a true statement. And then she wrote something to Alex Exum. Alex, wannabe rock stars, mullets and all. There you go. All right. Oh, and here's a great one. We're going to finish off on this because I definitely am out of time. I am sorry I only did 2 shows, but I want to thank you all. I really want to thank you all for supporting the show. Shelf Addiction, Tamara. Or is it Tamara? It's definitely Tamara, right? It's Tamara. I'm going to see you in a couple of hours, Tamara. I hope I say your name right because otherwise you're going to look at me like, really, Dave? You've known me now on the internet for 2 years. You don't know my name? Shelf Addiction and Pop Culture Sunday. Tamara, one of the most amazing book reading people I've ever heard in my life. I can't wait to interview her. She's a crazy book reader. Oh my God. All right. She wrote, you know you arrived when someone throws shade. Congrats. LOL. Seriously, do your thing. You got it. I love it. I love it. And she's got some cute characters, emojis, whatever you call them. Shelf Addiction. Tamara, okay, here we go. We're going to finish off on this. She writes to me, Dave. She didn't write Dave. I'm saying Dave. You're podcasting for all the right reasons. There you go. 21 comments on episode 93. Oh, God. 43 minutes and 54 seconds. We got a minute to go. I just took a mini breather. You know, like you can have a mini stroke? I just took a mini breather. I just went. I have 43 seconds left. Folks, I'm on my way to Podcast Movement 2018 in Philadelphia. I got a great roommate. I can't wait to tell you about him. I got lucky last year, and I got lucky again this year. I'm going to introduce you to Joe Foley. Joe Foley's got the Not Sitting on the Sidelines Dad show. Not Sitting on the Sidelines Dad podcast. Something like I'm going to get the exact pronunciation. But I got really lucky. I'm staying at the Hilton. I'm going to have a great podcast movement. I hope to see a lot of you there. For those of you who commented and supported the show, thank you very much. I know I pat myself on the back, but you know I do it all in tongue-in-cheek. I'm making fun. All right? But I got to go. I got 17 seconds to go. Goodbye. Good day, good night, good luck, good riddance, Godspeed, good rats, and great skills. I did it, all 8. Bye. Love you guys. Have a great, safe day. Bye.